When someone tells you that the secret to having successful social experiences is to just be confident, the first thing you need to understand is that they're not talking about confidence in the literal sense of the word. That would be nuts. Being confident isn't as simple as flicking a switch. Well, actually it kind of is, but I'll get to that in a second. Genuine confidence is the situational expectation of success based on prior success in that particular situation or a similar one. Therefore, confidence isn't a social skill. Confidence isn't a feeling, nor is it something that you can just decide to have. Confidence is nothing more than a logical response to real-world evidence. It's situational confidence. And if you want to know what that kind of confidence feels like, think back to the last time you turned on the light in your bedroom. How did that process go? You were on YouTube and you noticed that the room was getting a bit dark. So you get up, turn the light on, sit back down in front of your screen and go back to subscribing and hitting the notification bell. And that was it. That's what situational confidence feels like. It feels like nothing. It doesn't feel good, doesn't feel bad, you don't even notice it. So if you missed it, let me explain. When you decided that the room was getting dark and that you wanted to turn the light on, you didn't worry that maybe you weren't fit enough to make it all the way to the light switch. You weren't afraid to try flicking the switch in case you did it wrong. You probably didn't even entertain the possibility that the light might not turn on, which is something that actually could happen. And yet if it did happen, you'd be surprised because you weren't expecting that outcome. You were expecting the light to come on based on your prior experience of flicking light switches. And this is why situational confidence is the most genuine, sustainable, self-perpetuating form of confidence you can acquire, because it's caused by continuous real-world evidence. When you were flicking that switch, you didn't have to psych yourself up. You didn't have to talk to a therapist about your childhood. You didn't have to stand in front of a mirror beating your chest. I'm the man! You just did it because you knew you could. And that's why situational confidence has the highest barrier of entry. Because if the secret to successful social interactions is to just be confident, and the most effective way to just be confident is to have already had successful social experiences related to the social experience in question, then you're essentially just caught in the social experience equivalent cycle of not being able to get a job because you have no experience doing that job, because nobody will hire you to do that job because you've had no experience doing that job. And the next time someone tries to help you out by telling you to just be confident whilst you subscribe and hit the notification bell, don't be annoyed at them. Just realise that they're not talking about confidence in the literal sense of the word. That would be nuts. They're probably just talking about cosmetic confidence. Fluent social. Painfully obsessing over every aspect of social reality imaginable, so you don't have to.